What's up, honey bun? Today is Slay Me Saturday, and today we're doing a wig restoration of my favorite wig, my OG wig. Now, I've had this wig for over a year, y'all, so naturally the color has started to turn a little brassy, the closure has started to bald a little bit, and I didn't know what I was doing with the baby hair, so I got a little bit of got to be glue gunk stuck at the front. So it's time to replace the top and just kind of tone it down and turn it into something that looks a little more like this. Yes, honey! Yes! So to start us off, you're going to need your frontal or your closure. I decided to experiment with a frontal today. You're also going to need a applicator brush, some clips, and another brush, some BW2 powder, as well as a mixing bowl for your color, some aluminum sheets or just regular aluminum foil, 40 volume developer, and some red gold corrector plus. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and brush all the flyaways back so that I don't have any issues with the bleach kind of coming through and bleaching the hair. And then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm just going to make sure the surface is flat and that I don't have any hairs kind of trying to peek through. Now, I put about 2 scoops of the BW2 powder in the bowl, and I kind of had an eyeball with the developer. You basically want to just make sure that your bleach is thick, honey, okay? You want to make sure it's thicker than a bowl of grits. It's thicker than a Dairy Queen, okay? You want to be able to kind of flip that thing over and nothing comes out, okay? You want to make sure your brush is sticking in there and it's not going anywhere, okay? Because if your bleach is too thin, it's going to be very easy for it to run through the lace and then kind of bleach the roots of your hair. And we don't want that, especially if you want to keep your roots dark, which is the look I'm trying to achieve for this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add about 8 seconds worth of drops of the Red Gold Corrector Plus into the bleach. I can't really count how many drops that is. I just kind of counted to 8 in my head, and I was like, okay, boop, 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 and kept it kicking. But I kind of look for like a light lavender color whenever I'm using it with the bleach. So the way I bleach my knots, guys, is I kind of do this pat, spread, sweep type of motion. I don't really know what the best way is to remember that, but pat, spread, sweep. I don't know, but and I start kind of at the front row of knots, or at least where you can first see the knots at, and then I go up into the middle part because that's the most common part that I wear, and then I'll make some side parts and I'll go up just a little bit more, guys. I I kind of stopped bleaching the entire frontal a while ago. I had to break that habit just because bleaching your knots is still very damaging to your closures and frontal, guys, especially depending on the volume of developer you're using and how long you leave it on and stuff. So I'm just trying to do what I need without, doing too much to where it's damaging the frontal. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. Now here, I'm just kind of checking the lace with my clip just to make sure it didn't penetrate through the roots. Again, sorry guys that this kind of goes in focus and out of focus. And now I'm just taking the 2 strands at the front and going ahead and bleaching those, since that's kind of the lightest part of the frontal. Is it still called like a bang? If it's not a bang, is it? Somebody let me know. But yeah, this was honestly the most messiest part of the entire process. So I honestly should have did this off camera, guys, but I guess it sort of worked. And I went back and did the ends, guys, as well, just because, you know, if you have an ombre wig, you don't want the ends of your frontal or your closure to still be that 1B color. And I'm just taking it to go get rinsed out with some Isoplus, which is going to neutralize the chemical process. And I start with the frontal part, go to the bangs, and then the ends. And just so you guys can kind of see the knots, I know there's still some that you can see, and a little that in the front got a little over bleached, but I pluck my parts anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. So, okay guys, and I'm just going in with the Gold Series Moisture Boost Conditioner from Pantene. This hair is obviously very luxurious, very long lasting, very beautiful and soft, but every hair needs a little moisture and TLC to every hair follicle after you've color treated it. So I went ahead and blow dried the frontal off camera, and now I'm just clipping the closure part at the top of the wig together so I can go ahead and cut the thread and take it off of the unit. Now, I know, look, y'all, so I forgot my stand for my wig head. I know this looks a little ghetto, but I was struggling a little bit, and I forgot my stand. Leave it alone. But, yeah, you just want to be very careful that you're not cutting any tracks. And it should be fairly easy to see the thread. So guys, for this next part, you're going to need a comb, some T-pins, a needle and thread, and your brush again. And what I kind of did was I just attached the lace frontal to the wig once I T-pinned the wig down, and then I just kind of pulled the frontal hairs forward, and I sewed through the wig and through the back of the lace. Now, y'all are going to have to ignore Foopzilla in the background. I was slouching real bad, but there should be a little extra flap of lace on the side of your closure wig. Like I said, I'm just experimenting with this, so this is my first time doing it, but I'm just sewing the extra part of the lace to that side. And then I have my Wella color, my applicator bowl, applicator brush, 20 volume developer, and my moisture boost conditioner. And then I'm just going ahead and pouring out that Wella color, and then we're going to refill the bottle twice with 20 volume developer. You should see a jelly-like consistency after mixing, and I put this on the colored parts of the hair for 30 minutes.
Okay guys, so this is the final product. Yeah, as far as the, like, me experimenting with the closure to frontal method, because I had never really seen anybody do it, and this is bomb hair, but it was in a closure wig, and I'm not really a big fan of closures. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and try. 0 out of 10, would not recommend, would not recommend. You have to add an elastic band as well as like a comb to kind of get it to work, just because of the way that closure wigs are constructed. Obviously they are a little strong. I can't speak. Obviously closure wigs are a little smaller, but you know, I was trying to stretch it, and you know, in the end it did come out pretty nice. But like I said, just for sizing purposes, when you do convert it to a frontal wig, it's going to be a lot larger than what it was as a closure wig. So like I said, 0 out of 10 would not recommend, but I experimented with it, and hey, the color worked. I can make it work. Like I said, you just have to kind of get an elastic band and some combs to kind of make sure the wig is tight enough on your head, and that it fits well. So that's the only thing. But and let me just say one thing, because I'm not gonna say it again. I'm not doing another hair video for like the end of time. The end of time. I'm gonna leave that to all the other YouTubers that have patience and the grace of God and all the other stuff. Because not that I don't have the grace of God, because He blesses me and is the reason that I am blessed today. But the point of the matter is, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, y'all, and I have not slept because I was doing this. Like, now, is that my fault? Yes, of course. But the point of the matter is, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing it again. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. Savor it. Suck it in. Okay, because I'm not doing it again. But the point of the matter is, I toned it down because obviously, as you guys know, with dark hair, whenever you bleach it over to blonde or any type of lighter color, because dark hair naturally has like that brassy orangish hue and undertone in it when you bleach it in the first place, it's gonna gradually come out, you know, especially with certain colors, if you keep dark hair blonde. So I'm hoping that since this is the first time I've used Wella permanent color, that it lasts a little bit longer, so that way I don't have to color it again. But like, do y'all see this movement? Like, do y'all see this? This is the 4th time I have colored this hair. Like, that's freaking phenomenal. Like, what hair do y'all know that you can color 4 times and still be this like luxurious and soft and like, come on now. But I love this hair. It's raw Indian hair, so it should be good quality. It should color well, you know. So but y'all aren't getting another hair video till the end of time. So again, savor it up. Not doing it. But hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned. Test Tuesday is coming up, and yeah.